Welcome back to your Sunday Setup, your weekly source of inspiration and motivation. I'm Whitney, and today we're tackling a topic that affects us all: procrastination. It's so easy to push off the things we know need to do, especially when it comes to preparing for the week ahead. But today we're going to dive deeper into why we procrastinate and how we can overcome it. But first, as always, let's start with a brief meditation to help us clear our minds and set an intention for the week. Take a moment to settle into a comfortable position. Relax your body, and if it feels right, gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale slowly. Now, picture a path stretching out in front of you. It's clear and inviting, but just in front of you, there's a small obstacle, a stone in the road. It represents the things you've been avoiding, the tasks you've been putting off. With each breath, visualize yourself stepping forward, moving the stone aside, and continuing on the clear path. Feel the lightness and sense of accomplishment as you overcome this small challenge. As you breathe in, think of something you've been procrastinating on, maybe preparing for the week ahead, organizing a project, or even taking time for self care. With each exhale, visualize yourself taking action, even if it's just one small step. When you're ready, gently open your eyes, bringing with you the determination to face the week ahead without delay. So let's talk about procrastination. We've all been there, telling ourselves we'll do it later, avoiding that one thing we know we need to do, especially when it comes to preparing for the week ahead. But here's the truth: procrastination isn't just about being lazy or unmotivated. In fact, there's something we're getting from it, something that makes procrastination feel good in the moment. Everything we do serves us in some way, even if it ultimately harms us. So, why do we procrastinate? The answer lies in what procrastination gives us, what we get out of it. Sometimes procrastination gives us a sense of control. Think about it. When we put off something we don't want to do, like a work project or a task we are dreading, we feel like we're the ones in control. In that moment, we're deciding what to do with our time rather than letting that task or our boss dictate it for us. It's an illusion of control, but in the moment, it feels very real. We're choosing, not being told what to do. First, we have to recognize what procrastination is giving, right? What is procrastination giving you? Is it control, comfort, or the relief of avoiding something stressful? For example, let's say you've been putting off getting started on a project your boss assigned because it feels overwhelming or you simply don't like it. By procrastinating, you're telling yourself, I get to control when and how I do this, even though delaying it may cause more stress down the line. This is important because once you understand what procrastination is giving you, you can decide if there's a better way. Is there a better way to get that same feeling without delaying your progress? Or maybe it's not about control at all. It's about feeling overwhelmed and needing a break, the task into smaller pieces. Once you've decided what you're getting from procrastination, it's time to break down the task. Big, intimidating tasks often make us feel powerless, but when you break them down into smaller steps, the sense of overwhelm starts to disappear. For example, instead of thinking, I need to prepare for the entire week, right? This week ahead, try breaking it down into today, I'll write down the top 3 priorities for Monday. Small steps like this can help you regain control in a more productive way. Next, it's about shifting your mindset. Once you know what procrastination is giving you, whether it's control, comfort, or avoidance, or whatever it is, you can ask yourself, is there a better way to feel this? Is there a better way to get what I'm trying to get? For instance, if procrastination gives you control, realize that by preparing in advance, you're actually gaining more control over your time and your week. And instead of being reactive and rushed, you'll be proactive and prepared. Think of preparation as an act of self care. When you prepare, you're setting yourself up for success. You're taking back control in a way that reduces stress rather than increasing it. You'll start your week feeling empowered rather than overwhelmed by what you put off. Finally, commit to taking action, even if it's small. Once you've broken down the task and shifted your mindset, take the first step, even if it's something as simple as opening your planner or writing down one task. That small action creates momentum, and once you start, you'll find it a bit easier to keep going. Remember, procrastination only holds power when we allow it to. But the moment we take that first small step, we break its grip and move forward. Before we wrap up, let me give you a glimpse of next week's episode. We'll be talking about nurturing relationships, particularly at work. Many of us dread Mondays, not just because of the workload, but because of strained or difficult work relationships. In episode 6, we'll explore how to build stronger connections with colleagues, improve communication, and create a more positive environment. When we nurture our relationships, we can reduce the stress and anxiety that often comes with the work week. Be sure to join us for that. Well, that's a wrap for this week's episode of Your Sunday Setup. I hope the conversation on procrastination has given you some valuable insights into why we put things off and how we can shift our mindset to overcome it. As you move through the week, take some time to think about what procrastination gives you and how you can find a better way to meet that need. Small actions lead to big changes. Thank you for joining me. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share it with someone who might benefit, and come back next Sunday for more inspiration and growth. Until then, here's to a week of taking action, shifting mindsets, and creating a path that feels empowering. Stay inspired and have an amazing week ahead.